Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a first and 10
at their own 24.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
This defense for the Bears, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Now Goff.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time, either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line.
Their own 14-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're guarding against the upset.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Bears first down.
Off play action, Fields. There's Mooney with another catch.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10.
Chicago.
He's going to look deep for more.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands but could not hang on.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
To throw on second and 10.
Fields.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 21.
Play action. It's Fields.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions will take over here at their own 14-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
He's got a man complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Detroit.
This is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Well, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one. They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that tougher rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the onset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. They'll come to the line here, needing 9 yards to pick up the first. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 24-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. This is caught. Touchdown. Robert Tonyan, his 5th touchdown now on the year. Santos now to add the PAT. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
Bears 14, Lions 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. I'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. On 2nd down, Swift. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Bears 14, Lions 7.
Throwing on third, Goff. He sets to fire deep. He's got a man, complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. When you think of guys that are built to be big-arm quarterbacks, Jared Goff, he fits that mold, and he showed it off right there.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. There's Goff.
He's got the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff.
And that's out to the flat for Swift. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Caught on the slant. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Goff. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Disastrous outcome there on 3rd and goal. They lose 9 yards on the sack. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now, 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And as these guys enter play in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about, to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your number 1 path to get in there, and they can get that done in this game.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
On 1st down, it's Fields.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Moore, the man in motion.
On 1st down, Fields.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. DJ Moore, his 21st touchdown of the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Santos with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
Bears 21, Lions 10. Carlos Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14.
The Lions take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown. And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on third.
Could play an exotic coverage.
Goff now to throw. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
On first down, gone. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. Now the point after try for Santos. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Bears 28, Lions 10.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Pulls it in at the 13. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he's got some space here. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney. 37 yards. And the Bears continue to pull away here in this first half. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Lions 10. Carlos Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Lions take over first down 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
On the return, the Lions take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's caught inside the 20. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jameson Williams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Fields and the Bears now with a first and 10 at their own 21. Fields. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. Ball at the 23, second and 8. Here's Fields. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Fields. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. DJ Moore, a 12-yard touchdown grab, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Santos with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25.
42, Lions 17. Santos to kick off portion.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Go off a handoff here to Swift.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. And, Charles, you look at this offense, their struggles moving the ball well documented. Dead last in the NFL in first downs, but signs of life there.
Yeah, and you and I do, I think, a really good job of respecting the game and respecting the teams. But this squad, they're in a position now where their fan base gets excited when they pick up a first down. They cheer almost like they picked up a touchdown.
Now Goff on first down. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff.
He'll get this off to Swift.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And they're going to have a third down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Play action. It's Goff. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
That was a pretty good job by the defense, I thought, right? I mean, they had to go to their check down, but still were able to get it done for the first.
Agreed. Anytime you can force them to come back to a receiver that's a little bit shorter in the route, you've done your job on defense, but still, they pick up the first down and get a fresh set.
Huge fourth down conversion. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has now allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted.
Eddie Jackson picks it. He's at the 50, 30, 10, and they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confident as they've been playing.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Goff.
Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
So with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, I wish this staff luck as they try to find positives about this performance by their offense as we move through the early part of the 4th quarter. That sack, the latest example. Down by a boatload, this offense simply can't keep up, and the quarterback is still taking hits. I'd get the backups in there if it were me.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 43. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season.
And the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will cut this lead down to 25. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Bears take over 1st and 10. their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's probably safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
A gain of 37 yards.
Moore, the man in motion.
First down.
Fields throwing again. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 32-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. Over the middle, complete. That's Moore. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
First and goal, Chicago.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Santos now to add the PAT.
Touchdown, Chicago.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Bears 56, Lions 24. Cairo Santos.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. From the 50, it's gone. He's airing it out for Williams. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
First down, Chicago.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to look deep down the field and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Now the point after try for Santos. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Bears 63, Lions 24.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film section in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error
that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the checks and you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You say you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? You already have what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Bears are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Now, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
A gain of 27 yards.
Fields on 1st down.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Santos now to add the PAT. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. Throwing left side, it's complete. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Off play action. Here's Goff.
He's got the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Goff throwing again. And now here is another interception.
And the Bears are going to have it here just past the 25.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. Gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, and they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.